are at the Carnegie Sports Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for RWL Ladies Night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Don Hickson, and joining me this evening will be Snarl General Manager Hangman Tech Lynch. Tex, it's good to see you again.
Oh, man, hey, it's good to see you again, too, Don. Hey, we got a great card lined up, and you are not going to want to miss any of it. So let's get right to it.
I'm going to stop just long enough to point out, however, that we are just weeks away from the beginning of the Sweet Revenge World Tour for this summer 2024, and that is going to be exciting. Every match here tonight will lead to events moving forward into the Sweet Revenge Tour.
Hey, man, you ain't kidding about that, Daddy Don. You know, to the casual fan, they may not think so, but trust and believe, every single match has a meaning, including our opening contest tonight. We're going to see legendary Canadian superstar Trish Stratus going one-on-one against RWL's very own patriotic Pam Parsons.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
From being the easy-on-the-eyes manageress of Test and Albert to going to be one of the greatest women's superstars of all time, Trish Stratus, I'll tell you what, man, her climb up the mountain was epic.
She was the forerunner of modern women wrestlers today and a multi-time women's world champion, and Trish Stratus, her list of credits is, well, not to be sneezed at.
And from Huntington Beach, California, America's sweetheart, Pamela Parsons.
Hey, Don, we got us a trio of all-American girls here in RWL, including Pam Parsons and Brooklyn Von Brown and Liberty Bell Danielle, and I can't make up my mind which one I seem to like best of all.
Tex, even that mask can't conceal your sarcasm. It is true we have a terrific preponderance of patriotic young ladies here in the RWL, and there's really no reason to have to choose anyone in particular to like best. Why not simply enjoy them all?
Yeah, enjoy them all. But Don, you're a gentleman. You gotta have a favorite. Which one is it?
Oh, nothing doing. You tell me first.
All right, I guess I'm kind of partial to Danielle Heathcote.
Well, hey, man, that is something. We now have something we don't have to disagree on.
Brooklyn Von Brown be the first one to tell you she did it first, but I think it was Pam Parsons myself.
Well, I'm very much afraid that's going to have to be a discussion relegated for our leisure time, my friend. Referee Willie Johnson rings the bell. Trish Stratus charges, and Pam Parsons receives a nasty neck breaker. Trish spins her around with a hard right hand, takes her down to the canvas. Now Trish takes her down with a short basement DDT. Trish Stratus immediately going for a cover, but no good. It's a rope break. Trish really moving in on Pam Parsons here, trying to get her turned over for the submission. She's got it cinched in with Pam Parsons with nowhere to go. Pam, look at that, turning it around into a pin. Excellent counter move. Parsons back to her feet first. Trish Stratus counters. Trish Stratus whipping Pam Parsons into the corner, but Parsons ducks the attack. Trish Stratus counters again. Pam Parsons with a counter of her own, and a little choke slam right there from patriotic Pam Parsons. 3P trying to battle her way back here. But Trish Stratus not willing to let the momentum go. They lock up. Trish catches a kick to the midsection. Pam Parsons turns her around with a hard right into a headlock and into a headlock punch. Down goes Trish Stratus with a count of 2 from the referee. Pam Parsons relentlessly working on the legs of Trish Stratus here. Gathers her up by her hair. Look at this. Into that. Whoa, my, the cameraman perhaps getting a little too close to the action here. Pam Parsons has to release the hold. Trish Stratus escapes. Pam Parsons ducks some moves there. It's rounded up over the shoulders of Trish Stratus and head first into the ring apron. That'll give you a splitting headache. Trish with a kick. And look at this, an underhook suplex out there on that hard wood floor. Rolling elbow drop. Trish Stratus regaining control of this match from Pam Parsons. Pam Parsons trying to battle her way back in, but so far with only marginal success. Pam back in the ring, so is Trish. Trish with a clothesline and another charging clothesline and a beautiful kick that takes Parsons down. Trish Stratus covers 1, 2, and Pam Parsons powering out of the pin. Trish Stratus gathers her up by her hair. They lock up, and here we go. Trish Stratus up and over and down goes Trish Stratus with Pam Parsons all the way up on the top turnbuckle here. And down she comes. Oh my, missile drop kick. Drops Trish Stratus like a bad habit. Now, Pam assisting Trish back into the ring. They lock up. Trish Stratus whipping Pam Parsons to the corner. Pam Parsons counters with an elbow. And look at this. Pam Parsons has her all the way up and oh my, what a vertical suplex for Trish Stratus. And whoa, Trish counters with a hard right. Follows it up with another hard right and a spinning kick. And drops Pam Parsons to the mat. Trish wisely going for an immediate cover here. 1, 2, and again, Pam Parsons manages to escape the pin. Trish taking Pam to the ropes. And now here we go into that headlock. There it is. Stratisfaction. And oh my, Pam Parsons looks like she is gone. 1, 2. Oh, I do not believe, Tex, I do not believe it. How did she do that? Pam Parsons fighting back here against all possible odds. Trish Stratus up on the third turnbuckle here. Down she comes, a beautiful splash, but whoa, my miss, and Pam Parsons with a devastating knee to the skull. And look at this here. Inverted pile driver. I don't think I've ever seen that done. Now Pam. He's got Trish. Whoa, hard right hand takes her down. 1, 2. And are you kidding me?
I don't believe it. How'd she do that?
You got me. All right, well, Pam Parsons gonna follow Trish Stratus on out to the floor. They lock up, kick to the midsection, spinning neckbreaker. And look at this, the athleticism of patriotic Pam Parsons on display here. Trish with a hard right to the midsection. Rolls Pam Parsons into the ring. Pam Parsons quickly back to her feet. Charges with a clothesline but fails to connect. Connects with a kick to the midsection. Trish counters with a kick of her own. Whips Pam Parsons to the ropes. Connects with a beautiful standing dropkick. And following it up with a series of devastating overhand rights that has taken Pam Parsons down to the canvas again. Now Trish up on the second rope. Connects with that beautiful crossbody splash. Again, gathering up Pam Parsons. More deviltry here in the corner. Turns Pam Parsons around, and here we go out of the corner. Total stratisfaction one more time. Trish rolls her over, covers. 1, 2, and that is it. Trish Stratus wins this one by 3-count pinfall.
Here is your winner, Trish Stratus.
Don, you gotta give it up for Pam Parsons. I mean, she did not give up. She got out of pinning predicaments a couple of times that just really surprised the hell out of everybody. But in the end, just wasn't enough against Trish Stratus.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada's favorite daughter, Trish Stratus, picking up the 3-count pinfall here over patriotic Bam Parsons. And we've got tons more RWL Mad action ahead, so don't you go away. Well, Tex, here's one that's sure to be an eyebrow raiser. Virginia Austin of the Bell Council, now ironically back working for Scott Bell, Too Short Popeye. She'll be in one-on-one action tonight against the Italian Testarossa Dione the Titaness.
Oh, hot dog, you know how much I love me a Dione the Titaness match, Donnie.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Smooth Operator Scott Bell, representing the Bad Girls from Norfolk, Virginia, Vivacious Virginia Austin.
One of the original hard-hearted Hannahs of the Bell Council, Virginia Austin, the biggest, the meanest, and the strongest of the three. And, well, she's injured more than her share of people, including the Texas Ladies Association, who were laid up for a month thanks to the Bell Council.
Too Short Popeye, Scott Bell, surprisingly soon to be back after the beating he received at the hands of Matt Clark and Rod Whitley.
You see all that sauntering and posturing he's doing, Don? Trust me, it took him 6 cortisol shots just to make it down the ramp, and he's going to cry himself to sleep tonight. And here she comes, accompanied by the Rage General Manager, Steve Mr. Hercules Groves, with the only woman big enough for Mr. Hercules.
And accompanied by Steve Mr. Hercules Graves from Milan, Italy, Diane the Giant S.
6'5", 265 pounds, the Italian Amazon Dione the Titaness.
And she has used her amazing size to her advantage in a big way. An extremely athletic woman, definitely the textbook definition of Amazon.
Ain't no secret, Don, old Tex is partial to the big girls, and well, Sir Dione, I'll tell you what, Mr. Hercules is one lucky son of a gun, that's all I can say for sure. But, going back to the focus of the match, Virginia Austin, she may be big and strong and tough and all of that jazz, but we've seen Dione wrestle 2 and 3 members of the Bell Council in the past. She ain't got a chance in hell, son.
Well, Tex, this is going to be an interesting contest indeed. This should be terrific. Referee rings the bell, everybody charges center ring, and everybody misses. Virginia Austin first to connect with an elbow, and a facebuster to Dione the Titaness. Now Dione down on the mat, but Dione counters swiftly. Virginia Austin also countering swiftly with a dragon screw. Now, Virginia Austin making her way up to the top rope here. Oh, well, that was an epic fail. Very epic fail. Virginia Austin picks herself up, gets herself back inside, connects with a series of rights, puts Dione into the corner. Now the Titaness. Catches a DDT from Virginia Austin, who is definitely in control of the Titaness at the moment. Not used to seeing Dione being abused in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, she's a real sadist. She'll take any opportunity to put a hurting on somebody.
Virginia Austin drags Dione center ring. Dione back to her feet. Now into an abdominal stretch. Don't know how much of an impact that's going to have on Dione. Hip toss puts Virginia Austin on the mat. Dione follows it up with a leg drop. Now it's Virginia Austin in a heap of trouble out there on the apron. Dione charges and out, and onto the floor goes Virginia Austin. Up and over goes Dione. Man, 265 pounds of Amazon comes crushing down. Follows it up with a brutal series of stomps.
She's beating her feet on the Mississippi mud.
Now Dione, a kick to the gut. Up. Virginia Austin manages to counter out of that. Now they're both out onto the floor. Dione effortlessly shoves Virginia Austin into the barricade, makes her way back inside. And now Dione charging up here, getting the fans all excited. Virginia Austin finally comes to her senses, makes her way back inside. Dione locks her up and whips her to the corner, whips her to the ropes. Misses. But Virginia Austin connects. Begins slamming the head of Dione onto the canvas. Dione with a right. Virginia with a series of chops. Dione escaping a potential bear hug. Now the Titaness with a series of short arm clotheslines, continually slamming Virginia Austin down to the canvas, follows it up with a beautiful standing drop kick. And down goes Virginia Austin. Now Dione going into a vicious submission here. Virginia Austin, no access to the ropes, no means of egress here. She is in deep, deep kimchi. Oh, but look, whoa, did you see that?
Freaking too short.
Virginia Austin takes advantage of the distraction from Scott Bell. Now Dione with a hard right. And Virginia Austin counters with an elbow to the thigh and a hard kick that takes Dione down. Virginia Austin quickly going for a cover, but Dione equally as quickly, resourcefully reaching out for that bottom rope, forcing the break. Virginia rounds her up, kick to the midsection. And here it goes, the kiss of death. Boom.
Oh, that could be a match ender.
That could be very big trouble for Dione as Virginia goes for a cover. 1, 2, no. The Titaness.
Shut up.
But still enough wherewithal to power out of the pin. Virginia rounds her up yet again. A hard slap, a series of chops. She's got Dione by the throat, but Dione counters with an elbow, spins her around with a hard right. Virginia Austin way up there on the shoulders and face down into the canvas.
That's my snoo-snoo.
Now, too short Popeye, Scott Bell. Once again, returning to the fray here, attempting to distract Dione, but it is no use. Virginia Austin is definitely non-compass menace here, as Dione the Titaness returns to work despite the protestations of Scott Bell. Oh, here we go into that submission one more time here.
Dione's got her
That's
screaming.
that's it, forget it. Virginia Austin has said she has had enough. Forget about it, it's all over. Dione the Titaness wins this one by submission.
Yeah, Virginia Austin put up a real good fight, but in the end, it was death by snoo-snoo for Virginia, because Dione the Titaness just got lit up, and that was it. It was all over. Oh, Mr. Hercules and his lovely lady celebrating this victory, and poor Too Short. See all the face palming he was doing by the time that match was over. Folks, we still got a whole lot more RWL mat action coming. And we'll be right back with all of it right after the break, so don't y'all go away. We just seen Dynamite Jeannie Parker defend the Women's World Championship at Rage the other night, and Jeannie Dynamite is back tonight in her role as manageress of Les Femmes Fatales as they go 2-on-2 in a ladies tag match against Emmy and Yumi, Pretty Poison, Kanari Doku, and this one's gonna be juicy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring, accompanied by the Queen, Dynamite, Jeannie Parker, Les Femmes Fatales.
Chet Williams and Goddess Mimi Emerson. Les Femmes Fatales, accompanied by Dynamite Jeannie Parker, going to have their hands full against the conflicting Japanese style of Kanari Doku.
Yeah, but Don, that door swings both ways. Kanari Doku might have their problems with the conflicting American style of Les Femmes Fatales. Here they come, and the 18 to 24 demographic will be intensely tuned in for the next 52 seconds.
And their opponents.
Osaka Toda and Tia Suzuki now going by the names Emmy and Yuri, but they are still Kanari Doku, Pretty Poison. And indeed, the younger fans are definitely appreciating the ring entrance of Kanari Doku, Pretty Poison. We're definitely going to be facing a serious challenge in the Femmes Fatales.
Oh, watch out now. Here they go with the big finish, y'all. fans old enough to smoke, you can reach for that cigarette right about now. Yeah, but you ain't kidding, Don. This is gonna be a real wild matchup. This ladies' tag contest right here is gonna be crazy.
Well, this is the first of 2 ladies' tag matches on tap this evening for Ladies' Night. And this first one's going to be a Lulu. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. Mimi Emerson opens up with a series of kicks and a hard left. Gets countered by Emmy. Now, Mimi Emerson counters with hard shots to the midsection. Rounds her up into a short DDT, and down goes Emmy. Emmy and Mimi, yes, this is going to be very difficult to keep track of. All right, well, Emmy off the top rope, beautiful shooting star press, goes for the cover. 1. Only a 1. Mimi Emerson quickly getting the shoulder up. Standing drop kick from Emmy. Now rounding up Mimi. Mimi counters Emmy. And now, Mimi Emerson tries for the vertical suplex, but Emmy goes behind and a German suplex delivered to Mimi Emerson. Now, Emmy with a kick to the midsection, tries for another shooting star press, but catches knees to the face. Now, Mimi Emerson, short DDT, face first into the canvas, goes Emmy, and in comes Jet Williams on the tag. Jet Williams, her claim to fame, defeating Ann Casey in her very first ever match, but she has made huge strides since then. Emmy pushes Jet away, goes topside, beautiful shooting star press from Emmy. Jet Williams gathered up into a cradle position by Emmy, and Emmy, up over the shoulder, hangs her off the top rope. Follows it up with a stomp. And now she's headed out, and in comes Tia Suzuki, formerly, but now just Yuri. Yuri off the top, and beautiful, beautiful shooting star. Covers 1, 2, and only a 2. Jet Williams caught up in a submission here. Mimi Emerson quick to make the save. Now, Yuri going after Emmy. And now Yuri going after Mimi, and Mimi goes out onto the floor. And Jet Williams catches a knee to the face. I know, I'm sorry. All right, Yuri up to the top rope here. Beautifully executed shooting star press. And now she is stepping. Oh, look at this, going quickly for the cover. Changes her mind. 1, 2. Mimi Emerson there to thwart the pin. Emmy shows Mimi outside. Basement dropkick from Yuri. Hard kick to the midsection. Jet Williams in some serious trouble here. Might want to consider a tag at some point. In comes Emmy on the tag. So far, Kanari Doku fairly dominant in this match. Jet Williams counters with kicks to the head, locks up, whips Emmy out onto the floor. Ballers are up. My, whoa! High-risk maneuver fails to connect, and that could be very bad. Emmy goes to work on Mimi Emerson, goes back to work on Jet Williams. Hard elbow drives Jet into the barricades, and Emmy, the beautiful flipping slam out there on the hardwood floor. Not a good place for this to happen. Drives a knee into Jet Williams' arm. And Mimi Emerson, still yet to collect herself. She finally does. Back to her feet. Emmy fails to connect with a kick. Mimi Emerson drives her face first into the hardwood with a DDT. Now Emmy, slowly getting back to her feet, fails to catch Mimi Emerson. She's going after Jeannie Parker.
She's gotta be out of her mind. What the hell does she think she's gonna do?
I have no idea, Tex, but she does capture. Oh, this is going to have ramifications. Jeannie Parker pitched to the floor by Emmy of Pretty Poison. Jet Williams counters with elbows to the midsection. And you know, the femmes fatale got to be pretty angry. They have messed with their manager, and that is bad news. Jet, off the top, beautiful arm drag. Jet Williams rounds up Emmy. Now Emmy being escorted to the femme fatale corner. Jet Williams springs off the ropes and a kick to the face. Down goes Emmy the hard way. Jet Williams escorts her back into the corner a second time around. Going for it a second time, connects with a second kick to the face. Damn near kicks her head off. Now Jet Williams with another series of kicks to the head. Emmy has had quite enough of that. Locks up with Jet. Trying for that slam again, but Jet Williams with elbows to the side of the head. Oh my, what a Hurricane Rana out of absolutely nowhere. And in comes Mimi Emerson as Emmy tries to find an escape route here. Tags in Yuri. And now Mimi and Yuri are in there, and Yuri is whipped to the outside onto the floor. Mimi Emerson doing a little fancy showing off here, much to the delight of the fans here in Pittsburgh. Kanari Doku trying to garner some attention of their own. Here comes Mimi Emerson. Look at this again. Yuri going after Jeannie Parker. Should be disqualified on that one alone. But apparently not. Yuri back in the ring. Mimi Emerson just recovering on the outside. Now going after Jet Williams as well. Ari Doku is extremely greedy. Look at this. Hangs her off the rope. Hard right. A kick to the head for Mimi Emerson. Now a little whirling dervish action here. Mimi, as Yuri takes herself up to the top, and here we go. Beautiful splash. Now follows it up with a beautiful shooting star as well. Rounds up Mimi, a series of hard kicks. Now going up for the face first slam into the mat. Mimi Emerson in some serious trouble here. And what is going on with Kanari Doku attacking Jeannie Parker? They are going to be paying for that. Yuri, look at this, a wheelbarrow base buster off the top rope. That is different. Yuri goes for a cover. 1, 2. Only a 2. Mimi Emerson somehow managing to escape that pin, but might be all in vain here. As Yuri sets up and implant DDT. Planted her skull into the canvas. 1, 2, and Jet Williams with the save, and Yuri catches a couple of knees from Mimi Emerson, a desperation save there. Yuri counters with a kick to the midsection. Mimi counters with an elbow. Now, woohoo, a spinning elbow. Oh my, look at that. That is some style right there. From the Femmes Fatale, Jet Williams tagged in. And you know Jeannie Parker is definitely giving them the side eye. Oh! Hard forearm. Takes Yuri down to the canvas. Jet Williams rounds her up. Oh, knees to the face. Hoisted on her own petard. Tried for a shooting star and got knees to the face herself. Short DDT from Yuri on Jet Williams. Now Yuri up on the second rope. Exhorting Jet Williams to her feet here. And the failed to connect with a double axe handle. Mimi quickly counters with an elbow. Check this out here. A wheelbarrow DDT and connects successfully the shooting star press a second time. Mimi waiting to get tagged in as Jet Williams tries for that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Wheelbarrow facebuster. And in comes Mimi Emerson on the tag. She's been waiting for this. Yuri helpless on the canvas. Mimi off the ropes, another shooting star. Now Mimi picks herself up to the top. And here we go. Oh, beautiful splash. A Femmes Fatale. trying to regain control of this match after having Kanari Doku control most of it. Head first into the buckle goes Yuri. Mimi Emerson calling for that running bulldog. Here it goes. So right into the center of the ring, face first. On Mimi Emerson. Feeling it. Whoa, misses with the kick. Yuri just managing to get out of the way in just the nick of time. Knees to the face for Mimi Emerson. From Yuri, and in comes Emi on the tag. Kanari Doku trying to reverse their fortunes here once again. Rounds up Mimi Emerson. But Mimi countering with elbows to the gut. Now locks it up. Kick to the midsection. Look at this beautiful flip right there. Down goes Emi. In comes Jet Williams on the tag. This match has gone on quite some time now. Elbows to the midsection from Emi on Jet Williams. Jet gets locked up. That's flipping slam once again. And Emi quickly going for a cover here. 1, 2, too close to La Femme Fatale corner. Mimi escorted to the outside by Emi, who tags in Yuri as Jet Williams gets back to her feet. Hard right from Yuri. Off the ropes, fails to connect. Jet Williams going to exploit that mistake. Jet has her up. But look at this, a little mumbo jumbo there. Hard forearm takes Jet Williams down the canvas, and Yuri, once again, wrenching control away. Shooting star, immediate cover. 1, 2, only a 2, unbelievable. Wow, man, this is crazy. Indeed it is. And in comes Emi on the tag.
Oh, tried for the shooting star again and didn't get it. Oh, man, wow.
Jet Williams. Snap DDT. Face first. Into the canvas goes Emi. As Mimi Emerson comes in on the tag. Time quickly dwindling away here. Mimi catches Emi with that whirling dervish right there. A series of kicks. Keeping Emi on the canvas here, drives the knee into the arm. Steps out and tags in Jet Williams. And time is certainly wasting here. Jet, off the ropes, manages to catch the splash before Emi could get up. Rounds her back up again, locks her up, but Emi quick with a counter and a kick to the midsection. Tags in Yuri. And this battle between Kanari Doku and La Femme Fatale has seesawed back and forth. Wheelbarrow DDT from Yuri. Now Yuri, once again driving the head of Jet Williams into the canvas, going for the cover here. 1, 2, and again, Mimi Emerson managing to make the save, catches the German suplex from Yuri. As Mimi rolls herself out, and now Yuri off the top rope. Jet Williams in some serious trouble here as Emi comes in on the tag. Another shooting star from Emi, and Kanari Doku really relying on this move here one more time. Off the top rope, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my. Jet Williams once again managing to hold on. But for how long? Jet counters Emi into the whirling dervish one more time here. Going for an immediate cover, which is wise. 1, only a 1. Yuri managing to thwart the pin. Jet Williams escorts Yuri to the outside, wasting valuable time here. Knees to the face. Now, Jet Williams driving the knee of Emi into the canvas. Again, wasting valuable time. She should be going for a pin. Look at this. A little bit of revenge right there drives Emmy's head into the canvas the same way. Now dragging Emmy center ring, needs to go for the pin immediately. Here it is. This could be it right here. 1, 2. I don't believe it.
Shut up! How the hell she keep doing that?
Oh, look at this. 1, 2, and again. Unbelievable. With 10 seconds left to go, Tex, I don't think we're going to get a definite winner here. Here we go again. Oh, Jet Williams drives her head in, but it is too late. The bell has rung. Is it a draw? And these fans didn't want to see a time limit draw for sure.
Hey man, neither team wanted to give up.
Burke Rose, Tex Lynch here. The special announcement. I've been giving this idea a lot of thought. With the Sweet Revenge World Tour just weeks away, I kinda thought I'd spice things up over the summer. So, I'd like you, all of you, to take a gander at the brand new, freshly minted Rage Women's Tag Team Championships.
Well, by golly, Herc, that's a fine-looking pair of championships you got there.
Had a hand in every aspect of the design. Check the Greek mythology and Art Deco inspirations. And now all Rage needs is to fitting goddesses of grapple to make them look even better.
And where, Mr. Hercules, will you find such ladies?
Starting with the Sweet Revenge Tour, right at the start of July, there's gonna be a 16-team tournament with the 2 winning finalist teams squaring off for the belts. It'll be going on most of the Sweet Revenge Tour. All teams are welcome, from 20-year veterans to just started this week's. So better hustle getting your names in pronto.
Hey, if that don't get the beehive buzzing in the ladies division, nothing will.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Grace Fenwick and Jessica Goldman. And their opponents, the world, the All-American Belle Danielle and Pat E. Powell, the Union.
Legends Championship. Is she gonna defend it against China, or is she gonna defend it against international superstar Asuka? We're gonna find out tonight in the #1 Contenders main event between Asuka and China.
Well, that's a bit of a quandary, Tex, in that both of them are former Ladies Legends champions, and whichever one wins is going to pose a genuine threat to Patty Powers.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan.
Whether it's in the USA, Japan, or beyond, Asuka is internationally recognized. As a former Ladies Legends champion, she definitely wants to get back on the top of the pile, and she's going to have to get past China and Patty Powers to achieve that.
It's gonna be a tough go for Patty either way. She's got split records with both Asuka and China, so anything could happen.
But I will say, Tex, if you gave out the championships purely on presentation alone, Asuka has it hands down.
Presentation alone ain't gonna cut it, Dandy Don. This is not the Miss America beauty pageant. Somebody's gonna have to get their ass kicked in order to get this thing going.
From Redondo Beach, California, the ninth wonder of the world, China!
Yeah, I'll wait until now, cause one gonna be no use trying to talk over that racket. The ninth wonder of the world, China. Another former Ladies Legends champion. And man, oh man, one of these girls is gonna wind up facing Patty Powers in a couple of weeks, and oh man, no matter who it is, everybody's gonna be watching that match because we could see Patty Powers drop one of them Triple Crown titles.
Given Patty's past record with both Asuka and China, we have to face the reality that a loss is a very distinct possibility.
Hey, check it out, that's the pose she did holding up a globe in Playboy.
Oh, as if I'd know anything about that. Well, fans here in the Carnegie Center are certainly making their wishes known. We are off on this main event. The bell is rung. China charges into a hurricane run and a pinning predicament with punches to the head for Asuka. Asuka slammed head first down to the canvas. Counters with a kick to the head of China. Follows it up with a stomp. Rounds China up. And whips China to the far corner. Fails to connect with a drop kick. China escaping the corner kick to the midsection. The ninth wonder of the world has her up, but drops her face first. Instead, rolls her over, goes for the first pin. 1, 2, nope. Asuka. It's definitely way too early. Clothesline from China. Asuka steps outside. China gonna follow her out. Asuka goes behind, German suplex on China, rolls her over onto the floor. Asuka, with a snapmare and a spinning kick, drops China. They lock up and China whipped right into the barricade, very close to our camera persons. Now Asuka doing a little showing off. Trying to goad China back into the ring. It's not going to take a whole lot of goading. Running clothesline from Asuka. Asuka, neckbreaker drop. China trying to get back to her feet quickly, but a forearm takes her right back down again. Asuka, extremely aggressive in the early goings here. Asuka with knees to the face. Going for another pin on China. 1, 2. China capable of powering out. Now Asuka picks herself to the second rope. Next with a double axe handle. China in very big trouble here. Asuka rounds her up. And China counters with elbows to the midsection. Locks it up with Asuka, whips her to the ropes. Connects with an elbow that takes her down to the mat. Ninth wonder of the world. Trying to turn things around here. Match that has seen Asuka have most of the advantage head first into the apron. Goes Asuka. China gathers her up. Asuka with a very quick counter. Kick to the midsection. China. Now China heading up for the vertical suplex and she nails it. China takes herself back inside. Asuka just getting to her feet. Makes her way back into the ring. They lock up and China whips Asuka into the far corner. Running elbow takes Asuka down to the mat. China with the kick, and here we go. The pedigree being set up here, and that is it. China nails the pedigree. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Testimony to the power of Asuka to kick out of the pedigree. It's something we don't see commonly. Oh, here we go. China and Asuka trading shots back and forth. This could go on a while. Genuine test of endurance. Seeing which one of them is going to hold out longest. China and Asuka trading back vicious shots here. I don't know what's keeping them standing up. Asuka finally breaks the stalemate with a series of kicks. Now the Japanese superstar makes her way back towards China. Proceeds to drag her to the center of the ring. The ninth wonder of the world still getting back to her feet here. Asuka drives a knee into her head. Now China takes her way back in. Oh, China counters with a series of shots and a running clothesline. Now China going to work on the head and neck area of Asuka. Again, this match will decide who will be the #1 contender against Patty Powers for the Ladies Legends Championship in a few weeks. China choking Asuka against the ropes. I suppose any thought of being nice about this is definitely gone out the window. China executes a beautiful splash and a cover. 1, 2, only a 2. Asuka quickly getting that right shoulder up just in the nick of time. China follows up with an elbow drop right to the chest of Asuka. Now China stalking Asuka. Kick to the midsection, and we're going to see another pedigree. Whoa! Oh, I'm afraid that might well be it. Covered. 1, 2. I don't believe it. I don't understand what's keeping Asuka going. Oh! Drives a knee into the skull. Asuka gets taken down with another clothesline. And it gathers her up again. Whips her into the corner. Charges. Look at this. Beautiful handspring shoulder tackle. Now China once again stalking Asuka, and for a third time of asking here, another pedigree that has got to be... China physically exhausted here, going for the cover quickly. 1, 2, 3, and that is all. China is now the #1 contender for the Ladies Legends Championship.
Full marks to Asuka, because she was the driving force behind most of this match, but unfortunately, it kind of fell apart for her at the end. China, the 3 pedigrees to put Asuka down, but she finally did it.
Well, fans, that is going to do it for this edition of RWL Ladies Night. We remind you that immediately following this broadcast will be RWL Snarl, and we hope you'll join Tex, Wally, and Johnny Bianco for that.
And so, for the great Don Hickson and yours truly, Hangman Tex Lynch, and for all of us here at RWL, thanks, good night, and we'll see you next time.